Morning everyone, out here in Sequoia National Forest in California. I've been here for the last three days. Recently got a couple questions from the viewers asking about what's your gear to get around the country. I wanted to take a minute this morning before we kick off and go to our next destination and talk about it. Let's get started. Welcome to No Zoom Mondays, the channel that teaches you how to retire earlier and enjoy retirement more while you're in it. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications so that you'll be the first to see the latest videos. Alrighty, first we got to start off with the transportation. How are we getting around? We've got an F-150 pickup 4x4, so we got four-wheel drive to get around to those tough spots. That's how we started. It's a 2021. Best things about this is we put about 31,000 miles on it already within about 15 months. 80% of it has been our adventures. We've seen 25 of the 50 states easy by driving through them and the national parks there. This has been the beast to get us there, and I would highly recommend it. A couple things we did differently on this, not just a standard F-150. Number one is it's a hybrid, which means it's got an engine as well as batteries. We use the batteries all the time to repower all our accessories, whether it's headlamps or cell phones, the JBL for a speaker, you name it, we were powering through the built-in generator in the truck, so we don't have a separate generator, which is a big plus. The other positive about the hybrid is that a lot of times we're in electric mode, so we're not having to use the actual engine and consume gas. And so in this case, we're getting about 18.5 to 19 miles per gallon, which is fantastic. Over 10%, sometimes up to 15% of the trip is actually done through the batteries, through electric, and that is actually helping in today's world where recently we paid $6.80 for unleaded gasoline, 87 octane here in California, and that was expensive, and the less we use of that, the better. The other thing we did is we got a 6.5 foot bed. You can never have enough space in a pickup, and so we got a 6.5 foot bed in the truck itself to make sure we could carry more stuff if we needed to and haul it. So in the beginning of our adventures, we used to sleep in the truck. As you can see here, we'd actually lay down. These are fully reclinable seats, and we'd fold them down. We'd be able to put in an inflatable mattress and be able to sleep like this. The driver's side does the same thing, and that worked quite well. We've slept many a nights this way, through Walmart parking lots at night to rest areas, so all of that worked very well. That was our first setup for sleeping. From there, we actually did upgrade to better sleeping accommodations, more comfortable, if you will, and I'll show that next. Okay, the thing we did to change the stock setup of the pickup to secure our contents and be able to put up our new living arrangements was we added a bed cover. And this one's a retractable one from Retrax. I would highly recommend it. It's very secure. It's metal, so it allows people to stand in the middle. It's got that much strength. It's bear resistant, as they say in the countries that we're getting into, so it'd be tough for a bear to get into in here. You can lock it, roll it back. Here, this was unlocked. I'm just gonna push it back, and off it goes. And so it retracts into a part of the bed liner up front, and it takes about, 9 to 10 inches of the bed. Another reason why I actually get a 6.5 foot bed pickup, because part of this gets taken by the bed cover. But you need it for security. Everything in here is now secure. The other thing we had to add to get a new shelter set up was some bars to go across to be able to put the rooftop tent higher. We went ahead and went with the Yakima HDs, heavy duties. These are the recommended setup, that retractable bed cover, as well as these bars. There's two of them, and then from there, they got crossbars where you can actually put something on top of it. And in this case, what we bought, we did our research. Friends have told us this is the way to go. We ended up buying a Roofnest rooftop tent. And this thing is the Falcon XL from Roofnest. We have slept in it probably 60 nights now, and we are very, very happy with our setup. I'll show you now how to open it. You probably set it up in less than 30 seconds. It's a tent on wheels, and this is our upstairs. So here we go. So I have jumped up here. I'm gonna open up the Roofnest to show you how quick we can set it up. God bless them. And you pop these open, and then you pop it up. And voila, I now have a tent. First thing we got to do is get rid of the elastic holder. Boom. And then you come over here and you grab your awning separators. The nice thing about this tent is this will help keep the rain off one of the windows. Like that, voila. You've got a great big huge window here. You can roll up. The nice thing about this Falcon XL is it's actually a full queen size bed inside of this. So when we're sleeping, we've got a queen size bed we're working with. This is the first window that I'll show. The second window, and the best way to get up to this, that we have is a telescoping ladder. We need to come over here. First thing I do is click in the ladder, un-Velcro it, and voila. I now have a way up to our wonderful upstairs. So this is the second window. There's one on this side, as well as one on that side. And the nice thing that Roofnest has done is they have actually put together a two-piece construction here. And the best part is this is actually double zippered and becomes a bug screen. And then you can close it up at night if you want to actually close it to see and keep all of the bugs in the wind and the weather out if you need to. We usually like to sleep with a little bit of air, so we'll keep it up like this. And we'll leave the air flow this way on both sides. So the cool thing is you got to see how much space there really is on the inside of this thing. The other thing Roofnest has provided is two shoe bags that you can put on, and gear bags that go on the outside of the roof nest itself to be able to hang your shoes in the weather if you want, and other gear that you don't want to carry inside but still need weather protected. There's two of these, one for each side. Very useful and handy as you need. Now we go inside, get rid of my shoes. So now we go inside, and voila, I'm inside. So now you see the spaciousness in this actual tent. Roofnest has got two separate storage bags here. They've got netting to allow you to stuff in there if you don't want it to fall down. It'll hold it. You can see here that I have the ability, if I need, to actually sit up. I could change clothes in here. I could go ahead and say, hey, I want some more window. I want more light. And so I can open this up, and these things can be rolled up and put away to stay with these clips like this, like that. And I could do the other, and now you got your other window. So now you've got a three-way view to the outside and to see what might happen at the campground. Okay, the other feature I wanted to highlight that the Roofnest puts in is a lighting system, which is very useful because this thing gets very dark, whether there's lights outside or not. Is an LED system. You just need a power brick, and then you can turn it on and off, just like that. Good way to be able to read at night before you go to bed. The other thing is laying down. Here's the other storage that I could put on, but here I am, I'm 5'10". I can put my head down, my feet do not touch the bottom over here. I think this would be good for 6'2", 6'3", and you'd still be able to sleep. Roofnest has been fantastic. And Beth, what would you say about the nest?
5 stars out of 5 stars.
10 thumbs out of 10.
Yeah, 10 thumbs out of 10.
Exactly. And that's it. And that's how we do it. And throw our sleep bags up here and pillows. Within 30 seconds, we're sleeping. You grab all this stuff out, and you're down in 30 seconds. One thing I forgot to mention is what we're sleeping on. There's actually we put a sheet on this to make it easier to clean, but this is a queen size sheet. It's a 3-inch foam mattress. So we're sleeping on not wood, not metal, but actually a nice, comfortable mattress. You could add an air mattress if you wanted, or air mattresses if you wanted, but we don't need it because it's so comfortable. Sleep through the night. And that's what we've got. We believe this is the best way to travel around the USA and this is the most minimalized ways to make that setup work. We're happy we did it, and we recommend Roofnest XLs to others. Take this down. You got to flip the windows in, make sure everything's out of it. I've had glasses in here before that I've squished and had to buy new frames. That was a learning experience. So you put the windows in, you grab your awning strips, you get up on it, then you clamp it down. Voila, we're done, except for one last thing. And you're now on to your next adventure. The next key thing is, how do you store your food? What we're currently doing is the old-fashioned way of using a cooler. We bought a Yeti. The Yeti has been fantastic. It keeps everything cold. Bag about every 3 days of ice will do it. So our food that we need to keep cold is in there. In regards to water, we've bought a 7-gallon jug. We need about 7 or 8 gallons every 2 to 3 days. And then we've got a single gallon to refill that jug or to get easy access, more movable water towards our campsite. As for food, Bethy has set up 3 different boxes. This is mostly for our caffeination, from coffee to tea, to keep us caffeinated and safe on the road. We've got 2 boxes of food and accoutrements, from crackers to oatmeal to a bunch of spices, olive oil. You need it, we got it. We've also bought marshmallow roasters for s'mores. So don't forget those, you need to have those. So this is how we transport our food. We're light, we minimize, and this is how we get the food packed. The other thing is we go to the store, whether it's bulk or Whole Foods or something like that, about every 4 or 5 days to replenish our stock so we don't have to carry as much. It's just in time eating. In regards to our main camping equipment, we have a couple heel and ox chairs to sit in, obviously. One with the back, one without. We ended up getting a Nemo small table. That is fantastic. That's foldable, and it ends up in a size this big, small. So we open it up to have our dinners on now. Of course, with the campground where we're cooking, Bethy is digging the smithy, and she's also got a camping pan here. So pancakes here, eggs there, and we put them together and we eat them just like we did last night. Wanted to highlight what else was in the back of our truck. We've got fishing gear, we've got our backpacks, fire starters, 2 boxes full of camping stuff, tent over there, and we've got a couple inflatable beds to sleep on. We've got firewood in here, and then we put Davy's food here. That's what we carry. Pretty minimalistic, does what we need. And I'd be remiss if I didn't show that we had also bought a hammock so that we can actually enjoy the campsite even more. And as Beth will show you, you can read from these things. See? So that's it for our gear. Very minimalized, but very functional. I hope you enjoy. Please ask any questions. I'll tell you more about anything we've got. And until next time, enjoy your day and be safe.